Hello everyone, here we're back with another turn of War in the Pacific Admiral Edition. This is Friedrich, my opponent is TF-1377. It is February 18, 1942, and we, more troops unloading. And this is bothersome to me because I thought he was going to leave. Maybe he still will. I have no idea. All I know is I was banking on it after what I did to his ships, but we'll see. What I really was banking on is KB coming back, so I kind of bugged out. But we'll be back. And I see that I'm not able to hit his subs, but every so often he is hitting my destroyers. Destroyer Minesweeper. Hopefully it's not worth a lot. Oh. If nothing else, it's worth a target and eyes on submarines, but oh well, there it goes. We have some anti-submarine minesweepers patrolling around Noumea. At least they've spotted the submarine. Here we go. The K-guns. Got a hit. Severe engine damage, taking out water. I've seen in other playthroughs submarines surface. I don't think I've seen one in this game. He looks very determined to. Felt like he was trying to empty his racks. So, okay. I expected this. I wasn't sure there was a task force heading this way. I wasn't sure if it was going to loop around to Port Moresby or hit Milne Bay. So here we go. I doubt we have enough to hold there. I really don't know what he's bringing, but he can bring more quicker than I can, and he's probably going to be scouring the seas with planes, so reinforcement may not be possible right now. I can promise you, if KB moves away from Koumac, I've got carrier strike forces in range. I'm gonna, yeah, I'm okay. I don't know if that's confirmed. I mean, it looks unconfirmed, but shot down a search plane. Okay, that I-5 that took out my DMS may have been hit by a bomb. We'll believe it when we see it, right? Okay. Singapore bombing. Because why not? Alright. Some more base damage. As expected. About to on. More of the same here. And some sweeps after the bombing raid. And more bombers coming in. Second wave, it looks like. Look, okay, so 38 Sallies, half damaged. I'm noticing Sallies look like they're magnets for my flak. These Lilies get away with only one damaged, at least according to our report. Alright. follow-up raids in various places. Well, our flak is still firing at some rate, at least. Okay, see, like a third of the bombers. He must either have a lot of sallies, or, in other words, some are damaged being repaired and he can still bomb us, or he's just got tons of, okay. So, my LB-30s, which were supposed to hit his troops, they whiffed. Alright, these Banshees coming back for seconds. Okay. This time we got the Issei. 2 bombs. Okay. It probably did close to nothing. Okay. I hit on the an cargo ship. Fuel burning. 1,000-pound bomb on the Issei. So let's get some hits on the troops. A few. Hey, we'll take every bit we can get at this point. It looks like KB has crawled away. I'm guessing he needs to get some more planes. We spotted him, so I'm glad we didn't go back in. I-5 reported hit again. Hopefully one of those, and I-5 hit again. Maybe they just want all the glory of sinking the submarine that sank our minesweeper. Alright, let's get some more hits, guys. Yeah, why not? Alright. Okay. I don't know, what was that, a couple of bombs? One in each of these 2 ships here. But seriously, if this is KB, I'm going to be very careful, but I'd like to slink up here and get in range to bomb again with both of my area carriers. It looks like he's not going to use KB for, we hear a sinking. But it looks like he's not going to use KB for air coverage over Koumac or offensive action at this time. So we'll just hang out here and slowly work our way back up. Maybe see if we can, any ships he decides he's going to give it one more turn, we can try to sink. I'm ambivalent about this whole thing down here. So what I can say is this force is not enough to take Noumea. I can say that. So if he knocks me out of here, I hope to do move mode and run away. Maybe regroup Lafoa, maybe all the way to Noumea, and make our stand there. I think that should work. Let's get through this. Retreating. We lost the guy, a flak. These planes that were destroyed, I got every plane that I could out. These were all damaged. I got the pilots out, and they weren't going to be able to help. But this destroyed an aircraft regiment. Was, we'll rebuild it. It's no big deal. I'm not happy about the destroyed vehicles and destroyed guns. I mean, it's just too many destroyed things here. He may not chase us because he may be he may have some fatigue, but I'm gonna move, and if he moves and chases me down, so be it. I can't do anything about that. All right. Okay, so he's decided to go ahead and make a move in this direction here in central China. See how they do. Okay. 1 to 3, because even though it's relatively even, and I'm sure he has better quality. See, experience minus. The adjusted because of the terrain. And also he's fatigued. I thought he was sitting here for a long time, so I don't know why he's fatigued, but I can tell you, if you're in a hex with an enemy, you can't rest or do anything, so I don't know some of the statistics or numbers, but yeah, so it's about 6 to 1 casualty. However, because these are all disabled, he'll recover it and go again, I'm sure. But seeing as he's lost a third of his attack power here, he'll probably wait before he attacks again. I myself have lost a lot of disabled, so it'll be a while before I'm ready too. All right, Chusian bombardment. Okay, let's see if he takes it this time. I can tell you that I brought this transport here to unload supplies. It's probably too late. Let's see. I still got attack value, but I mean, without supplies, what are you going to do, right? So here we go. Okay, fortifications reduced to 1. I'm very nervous about the numbers here. Let's take a look. Okay. I don't like some of these high number of destroyed compared to his lower number of destroyed. But with all these disabled, hopefully it'll be a while before he attacks again. Who knows? He's got me on the ropes, so he could try again. Terrain leaders experience probably not that well. I know it's not that good, but all right. Bombardment attack at Singapore. He came across cleanly last turn, as I'm sure you're aware, but he's pretty strongly intact with some of his divisions. Some of these regiments look beat up, so he's probably not ready for a full-on follow-up attack. Okay. Not the same results as we were getting about on defending there, but, you know, nothing too stressful. Probably the worst part of that is going to be the fatigue and disruption to our troops. So that's it. And Chuan expands fortifications. That's all our engineers could accomplish on this day. At least finalization. I guess I wasn't thinking when I put those destroyers in to do some minor repairs. That's all right. I inadvertently had left them on to upgrade and didn't realize they were this was the month of their upgrade. So yeah. All right. So okay, I think our battleships are poised to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They might hit midway this turn, so that'll be exciting. I don't know what the results will be. I don't even know if there's anybody here. It might be like historically when they pulled us out of some of these islands. Just checking. It looks like my the amphibious unit or amphibious task force that was unloading at ADAC is heading back. So, okay. Yeah, so construction regiment, of course, our base force, and then anti-aircraft. It won't hold up to any what's the word, determined attack, but probably any attack, not determined or not. So I'm going to jump down here. There's not much going on other parts of the map, but so this guy apparently is still trying to unload this supplies. I could bug him out, but maybe I will. I'll just cancel, let him go to Efate and unload there. So let him finish unloading the supplies there. So here's my quandary, okay? So this guy needs to go there full speed, okay? So here's the thing. Don't need to refuel. And maybe we'll go the other way, right? And yes, he already has his units moving this way, okay? And we're gonna move to we can't. So this guy, I'm gonna just he can start heading there. That's fine. I'll just have to keep an eye and see if he's. And by the way, I will bomb this. In fact, if he's not gonna fly Cap over here, I'm gonna bring over some heavy bombers. I'll be reorganizing this whole thing. Pull out these Marauders probably. Bring in some. I don't know. Maybe keep them, but maybe replace this seriously damaged Banshee group. Bring in some better. Bring in a full one. Yeah. Anyway, where I was going is maybe even clear out one of these fighter groups, pursuit groups, and replace it with our heavy bombers located down here, Sydney. These liberators can fly regular. Well, let's see. No. All right. So this is airfield capacity 4. This is airfield capacity 5. But I don't want to overload this airbase right now. If I'm going to overload it, I'd like to have it full of fighters as much as I can to retaliate against potential bombing of my ships here. I'd like to get KB out of here before I start heading out, but then again, if I start heading out and I bring my carriers up, he may have so many targets he won't know what to do with them. So that's a thing too. But we have AMs out here, and he hasn't even tried. So maybe he's not interested in messing with our fighters. What was I gonna do? I kind of want to look at this. See, we have fighters, 157 fighters. So I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to bring these carriers up. If he wants to leave these ships here, I'm going to bomb them. I'm going to bomb the port. I'm going to hit this hard. So I'm going to have my bombers. All these Dauntlesses are going to be set to hit naval assets at sea or at port up here. And then I'm going to bring over heavy bombers, and I'm going to hit this base hard. I know it's already got damage, but I'm gonna make it so he's gonna need a lot of stuff to fix this. Make it worth make it cost him a lot to get this repaired. I'd like to hit these ground troops as hard as I can. I know I've got a lot of stuff on my plate and I won't be able to do it all, but my goal is to, if I can bomb these guys out of move mode. I know he has what, 4, well, it says 7 units. Okay, I don't know if that's right, but maybe it is. Maybe I wasn't paying that close of attention at the fight. Also, he's got a landing here, and boom, where are his ships? See, they just disappeared. And I've got spotters out here, I thought. Yeah, so I'm not sure what happened here. But, and this sub is supposed to be watching out for stuff like that, but I don't know. This whole area seems like a dead zone to me, even though I've got, I mean, subs out here doing nothing. I don't even know where this is going, and with all the spotting I got, maybe he snuck through into here, and I couldn't see him until now. Anyway, I don't really have enough assets up here because maybe that's the whole point. He's got me so focused down here, I don't have enough up here. I do have some Banshees right here that from Cooktown could reach up to here. So if he wants to sail around here, I could bomb from Cooktown. My fighters here right now are set to naval attack because I want to see if I can hit something that might come around the corner here or be across from me here at Buna. So I'm sorry I'm jumping around and talking so fast, but I've got a lot to think about, I think. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is gather up some of these ships, the ones that aren't, the ones that are movable. Start heading to Sydney, kind of out this direction and then across. Bring my carriers up to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe up in here somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, I may have to come just straight here. That could be dangerous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I don't have to go all the way. But certainly I'll bring them up into this area just in range. And like I said, hit the port, hit the ships, and then maybe that's what I'll do. Hit the ports, hit whatever ships are staying here in the port, and then the rest I'll have hit my B-17s, just carpet bomb these moving troops, and maybe throw in some B-26s. I don't know. I haven't thought about it, but yeah, so it's kind of like ships moving out, ships moving up, bomb. That's pretty much the gist of it. I have back here, this is some reinforcements that are coming, and it's going to be, it's decent equipment, but it's mostly, I got the whole 182nd Infantry Regiment, but it's mostly more base stuff. So they're not going to be useful in a fight, but that's what we got. And hopefully KB is gone by then, so we'll see. But yeah, I think his ships that I damaged so badly are in this port, so I really want to hit this port almost more than the ships outside of it. But hey, if I could get, I don't know if this CV is accurate, like maybe a CVL or something. He wasn't flying cap over here, so I'm gonna go for naval assets, and if they disappear, I will certainly go for the port. But yeah, so I'm intrigued what he's the surprise he'll have when we bombard Midway. And then after that, we'll look into, can we plan an invasion? Can we chase, what's going on at Johnston Island? Those kind of things. These I'm not yet sure if I want them to go to Sydney or Noumea. I think um, I think as they come over, and I don't know, I guess I decided why not bring some supplies. I think as we get around, as we, a couple more turns pass, and this is along quite a ways, by then I'll know whether I need to drop some fighters here or carry on. And also, this is an option too. As I build up this air base, now I have zero aviation support, so that's off the table. But as this, not this one. This is carrying some aviation support. In fact, some of it was tagged to go to Koumac, which is not going to happen. Some was tagged to go to Luganville, which provided, this is a few turns away. By the time it gets around this corner, these ships may be on their way, and I can, drop off what I want to up here. So I'll be keeping an eye out for that. But I'm dropping off. Oh, already unloaded fully. These Bobcats. So, you can never have too many engineers, right? Yeah. So we're building up a base here. Not 100% sure why, because I don't plan to fall back to it, but the way I'm looking at it too is this. There'll be assets here in the form of supplies, not a ton right now, but all of my ships are coming from Cristobal and dropping off supplies here. So what this is going to be, I think, is a base for transports and cargo ships to come and pick up things as needed, engineers, construction regiments, and aircraft, or whatever might be sitting here. I'm not putting everything here, of course. As much as I can push all the way to the front, I will. But I think it's okay to have some stuff in the rear and bring it forward as needed. And I think I'm pretty close with this ship. Even more stuff to come to Noumea here. But on its way, I'm going to drop off some things at Christmas Island. Kind of a similar thing. But also, I'm thinking of Christmas Island, it might be like a air hop base. So with an air capacity potential of, as high as even 8, I figure it wouldn't hurt to build this up. Again, it can just be a closer reinforcement base to than having to go all the way back to Los Angeles for more stuff. I don't know. Some things I'm working on, learning, like I say, part of it's learning and part of it's just some wacky strategy I've come up with. Again, not much going on in Australia, although like you can see, some intensities heating up here in Milne Bay. If you look at just sheer numbers, he's got it on us. And we haven't done enough base building here. I'm just going to stop this. I know this isn't going to all of a sudden shoot to 100%, but just 2 engineers. Wow, I didn't even notice that. So I think this guy's going to leave. He's been there long enough. And I do have enough aviation support to go back here. 28 for float planes. Or I guess, what is it called? Seaplane? Sea Patrol? All right. So it's all quiet at the Dutch East Indies. Occasionally I'll see ships moving around back here, but nothing's coming in. Although, who knows? Maybe that's going to change very soon. some stuff looks like it's heating up. My submarines are not catching some of these movements, but you know, what can I do? Reactive set to 1. We'll see if they catch them. Next go. All right. But yeah, oops, I went too far. Okay. Surabaya. It is safe from aircraft. Well, aircraft have been all withdrawn, fortunately. We have lost some aircraft to ground bombing before we were able to get them out. But if he takes it, now at least we won't lose squadrons. But in the meantime, this is all we got. 1,000 assault strength. So hold on, boys. Hold on. So a couple more weeks would be amazing. Every day is a day that they're lengthening the war by. Let's see. Quiet here in Burma and China. There was some shifting. We saw an attack happen here, and our units still seem to be in decent shape. We got a lot damaged. And, you know, hopefully they regroup quickly. This was bombarded, but not too bad. I think it was here. And yeah. 0 disruption, 3 fatigue. That's two fortifications here. One only here. So get to work, guys. Get to work. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's kind of about it. Every so often I check on these guys, but they're losing supply more quicker than I can fly it in. So it might not be a lost cause. It might be keeping those guys alive, but it's not going to be long. But yeah, I mean, once you get past Burma, there's really not much going on. You can see some Australians have taken positions in case he makes a move on Ceylon. I'd rather put troops here now than have to scramble them when it's too late. And so that's that. Yeah, these guys are coming to go pick up. I kind of like to bring in this 95th Heavy Anti-Aircraft to Trincomalee. If he decides after he takes Singapore he wants to come do a raid here, bring in some bombers and hit this stuff. There's not much here, so maybe I should put it here instead. This is probably more strategic. However, if he hits this well, I'll think about it. This makes the most sense, honestly. Protect the ships in port as well as, any ships that might be congregated in here. Same thing, I guess, goes for here. We'll see. I really don't know what his next moves are. I do know that when he finishes taking Singapore and Bataan, that he's far from done. He just has future operations planned that we'll have to be ready for. The supply situation is terrible. It's like they're soaking it like a sponge. I dropped off as much as I could, and it's just was it's just all used up immediately. But I do have more supply ships coming in this roundabout way. By the time they get up here, and I know that's going to Cagayan, but by the time they get up here, they're going to be these may have fallen by then. Wonder if I should rob Peter to pay Paul here. I could pick up some of these supplies from Cebu, or not. That's not Cebu. Bacolod or Cebu. I could. What do they need? 610. I don't know. As soon as I start depleting these, they'll be walkovers too. I don't know. They may just have to hold out with what they have. Well, I'll plan. I'll think about all these things. All right. So, I mean, I think that pretty much covers the things. Well, I mean, this is one thing I haven't looked at yet. It's almost 5,000 sorties to 3,100. We lost 29 planes, although we were very active. Air to air, 10. Air to air. Let's see what that means. Not, I don't understand. 9 Airacobras to air. Okay. I think I'm understanding. Keyword think. Okay. So down here, maybe he is flying long range cap. There's no air to air combat. That's done kind of behind the scenes. And he's wiping out my escorts. So, yeah. So what I may do is then set up sweeps and see what we can do. That might be better. So, yeah, I'll be looking at all this stuff. All right. How many pilots did we lose? 6 wounded. Pardon me. 6 wounded, one killed. Okay, that's not terrible because we can always replace planes. Pilots are harder to replace. Let's look back at this. I meant to look a little bit further. So 1 Catalina to air, probably up in here, flying patrol. 2 to ops, probably. These are probably. Oh, I know what he's doing. I mean, again, I have no idea if I'm right, but he's flying long range cap over Noumea. So as I'm doing stuff up in the air, he's just picking my planes apart, either air to air or as they go to land, they're just getting destroyed in the landing sequence. So ops losses way too many. So yeah, 29 to 10. What are the Japanese ones? So 2 Sallies to flak, of course. 2 Mavis to ops. 2 Nels ops. 2 Zeros ops. A Betty to flak, and an Elf. That was, I believe, shot out over Noumea. Okay, what just happened there? So I don't know what to do about this. I mean, I've got my cap flying over here, so I would imagine if he has long range cap, we would duel. But maybe we are, and he's just besting me. Certainly, if I bring my carriers up here, he won't know where to select long range cap out here. Although he could put it over his ships here, and that's okay. I'm going to take a chance. He'll have to move KB down. I mean, I don't know how far down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I go here, KB is 11 away. If he has, I don't think his carrier planes can go 11. What are his carrier planes now? Vals and what am I trying to do here? Japanese. Well, the Zeros have the range, right? The Kates. What are the range for the Kates? Range. Okay, do I have to click in here how many hexes they could fly? 7. Okay. So that's Kate's. Okay, I thought escape would take me back to this screen. And did I pass it? Okay, wow. Not paying attention, I guess. Sorry. Val right here. So I think the Val is 6. So these are very similar. Okay, back. There's the back button. So let's just pick. I think he's using these for the most part. With drop tanks 11. So I doubt he's going to do that. But technically he could have his zeros set to naval attack, and they could get out here with drop tanks. But he's using them to do some cap stuff and whatnot. But yeah, I think it's worth going for it. You know, I'll sacrifice some SBD3s to ensure to make him think twice about keeping ships here. And I think it's okay. I think I'll be okay, honestly. Yeah, probably here is good. Yeah, I should be able to get here normal, but just in case, I'll probably have both set to 8 range, and that way they can get in from here or here. Get my ships out of here. Like I said, bring in some bombers. We should be good there. Again, not much going on anywhere else. Certainly not the East or Central Pacific, and just bringing stuff, moving stuff, shuffling stuff around. This will be interesting. More than anything, I'll be interested to see if there's anything there to do damage. And then over here, well, I'll just show you that. I think this is it. Yeah, 160th Infantry Regiment. So what's going to happen is when I'm gonna come over here to Pearl, and depending on what my battleship does, if they do damage, don't do damage, what happens, or if there's anything there, I'll know if this is going to be converted to an amphibious task force, and it will leave and go to Midway, because these guys have been training for Midway. They're not like near 100, but hey, they're as prepared as I'm willing to. Well, it depends, like I said, what he has there. If he's got a sizable defense force, I'll postpone, because I'm not in a rush. I've got plenty of time. The biggest thing is I'd like to take away if he has a sub base here. I would like to take that away if he has one, because that'll mean these subs have to go way further back to replenish. So that, and this guy's heading back, you can tell, that's what I'm gonna assume he's doing. So that's that. We will circle back and talk about the end of this turn, the resolution of this turn next time. So, as always, thanks for watching. Hope it was interesting. I think it's interesting. Not sure about the presentation or the strategy, but I am having fun in this game. Regardless of the losses, it's a challenge. It's a puzzle I'm trying to solve. Take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your day.